Hey everyone, welcome back to MNMM IELTS. This is Manmohit. So in today's video, I am going to share with you all the great tips for your IELTS Band 7 or Band 8. So if you are someone who's aiming for either 7 band or 8 band in the IELTS exam, this video is definitely going to be for you. The easiest tips and the most effective ones that you have to follow, that I follow to make sure that I also got a band 8 in the IELTS exam. And these are the tips that you have to follow from start to the very end of your IELTS journey to also make sure that you can also get the IELTS band 7 or IELTS band 8, not just in one of the components but in all the 4 modules, whether it's listening, reading, writing or speaking. So without wasting any further ado, let's dive right into it. Now, the very first one I have is we just have to make sure we understand the exam format for the IELTS exam. Many students, when they start the preparation for their IELTS exam for the very first time, they would just go in blindly and then they will just start practicing different topics from different modules. They won't even have an understanding of what the format is. So what they would do is they'll practice few questions for IELTS speaking, practice few questions for IELTS writing, reading and so on. But they do not even know what sort of format can they expect, what type of questions can be asked in the exam. So it's simply saying that you are visiting a place, but you haven't got the GPS. Like you do not know how to reach that place, but at the same time, you do not have a GPS device in place. So what is going to happen in that case? You might reach that place, but that will take you so long and you will kind of wander around here and there because you would not even know the right way, which way you have to go, because you do not have a proper game plan. You do not have a proper GPS in place. This is exactly what the exam format is going to do for you. You just have to make sure you know what the format is going to be, how many questions are going to be asked, what is the marking criteria, how many different topics would be there in different modules. For example, in reading, there's MCQs, there's true, false, not given, understanding different types of topics. We have got all the videos on our YouTube channel. If you just scroll all the way down, every single topic has been explained in detail. Just watch all those videos one by one to understand every single topic in a proper depth, proper understanding, just so you guys exactly know what is the test format for IELTS exam. And another thing, are you giving IELTS Academic or IELTS General? Because there are differences in between both of these. So understanding the test format is definitely going to be a lot helpful to get either band 7 or band 8. Next one is grammar and lexical resource. Now, lexical resource meaning your vocabulary. So these two things. If you were someone who is aiming for IELTS band 6, 5.5, 5, these two things are not going to play a major role in those cases. However, the moment you start aiming for band 7 or band 8, these two things are definitely going to be a game changer and actually deciding factor if you get 6 or below or if you get 7 or above. Having the right grammar plus having the right vocabulary, both of these things are going to be absolutely crucial. Students ask me, what is the best way to improve your vocabulary? Like, how do we increase our vocabulary? Guys, the only and the best way is going to be use the medium which you feel works best for you. Like, for example, if I am more of a video interactive person, like I watch a lot of videos, I watch a lot of movies, that's how I learn. Whenever you watch any movies or videos, just turn the subtitles on. Whichever word you come across for the very first time, let's say you heard a word on the screen and you saw a word on the screen in the subtitles which you have never heard before, that's fine. Use that word, write it down in your notebook with the meaning of that word. Just Google the meaning of that particular word. After that, when you keep on watching so many movies and videos and stuff, you will have compiled a list of so many different words which you heard for the very first time. You understood the meaning. Next step you have to do is make a sentence out of it. Do not just have the definition, because then you will not be able to retain those words, but try to make a sentence out of that same word and then try to use that in your day-to-day life. That will certainly enhance your vocabulary knowledge. You will start adding at least 5 different new words on a daily basis, and that will definitely help you to improve and increase your vocabulary. And that would also in return help you with the grammar part, because you're learning so many new different words. You are going to apply those words in your day-to-day life. That will significantly increase your grammar knowledge, plus at the same time will increase your vocabulary as well. Few more things. Practicing your weak areas first. Now, let's say out of the 4 modules, writing, reading, listening, and speaking, if you feel that you are the weakest at writing as compared to the other ones, when throughout your day, when you are going to practice for your writing, when you are going to practice for your IELTS exam, start with the writing module first and then go with the other modules. Do not start with the easiest ones. And that's one of the most common mistakes that many students out there make. What they do is they will start, because they know that writing is the weak area, they will start preparing with speaking or listening because they find them easy. Guys, understand one thing. The only way you would be able to improve your discomfort is by making them comfortable, by putting them in your comfort zone. Whatever areas you feel are your weak areas, up until you make them into stronger areas, you're never going to improve. Never run away from your weak areas. Take that extra time, face those challenges instead of running away from it. And once you tackle those weak areas, very soon they will definitely become your stronger areas because you have actually put that extra time and effort that is required in them. Always face your challenges. Do not just hide behind speaking and listening, because ultimately, guys, remember one thing: when you are aiming for IELTS 7 or 8, you're not just aiming for 7 or 8 in IELTS speaking or listening, you're also aiming for them in your IELTS writing and your IELTS reading. So the quicker you face these challenges, the quicker and the more amount of time you give towards these 2 modules, or the modules that you struggle with, the quicker you will improve and the better your band score would be. Next is practicing from Cambridge books. Now, there's so much material available outside that students get confused and overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that they have. But guys, remember one thing: you can practice all the material in the world, but if you're not actually practicing from the Cambridge books, you're not doing justice to the IELTS exam. These books are the main pillars of your exam. If you practice these 14 or 15 books that they have properly, if you do the practice test from these books, if you follow the tips from these books, the amount of knowledge that you will gain from these books is second to none. You can practice all the other material out there, but if you do not practice this, unfortunately, you will not be able to do much improvement in your performance. It's all about how many times you can practice these books, because the material, the data that has been shared in these ones is just extraordinary. So you have to make sure you refer to these ones, whether you're giving your IELTS Academic or even if you're giving your IELTS General. Now, you have practiced whatever you had to, but then how do you know if you're doing it in the right way or not? That's when your instructors will come into play. If you are already taking coaching from somewhere, ask your instructors to give you feedback. When you practice a speaking cue card, do not just practice it and memorize an answer and be done with it. Ask your instructor that you want to speak that cue card in front of them. Speak it out and get a proper feedback for that. We also provide feedback for IELTS, the speaking cue cards, and also for the writing essays of your IELTS exam. If you want us to give you proper constructive feedback on your IELTS essay plus your IELTS speaking, or as a matter of fact any other module, you can get in touch with us on either Instagram or Facebook, message us, or you can even email us. All the links are there in the description, and we can also have a discussion about how we can assist you in all these components, which can help you to improve your IELTS band score. So guys, this is what I wanted to share in this particular video. All these tips, start following them, start implementing them, just so that you can also see the difference in your performance. And if you are someone who is aiming for band 7 or band 8 and you are stuck at band 6, 6.5, these tips will definitely be the game changer for you and will definitely help you and assist you to increase your IELTS band score. Guys, all the best if you have quarter exams coming soon. I wish you all the luck. Stay safe wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next video.